I'm rapping. Is that okay?
Yeah, sure.
PJO, they call me Percy, though, the lightning thief, but I've got no beef with the gods. Call me Zeus, ho.
That's actually pretty good.
Thank you. I'm pretty good at rapping and singing.
I don't know about all that.
But the world wants to shame me out of that for some reason.
Not the world, just mostly me.
We are an unusual couple, you know.
How you doing?
I'm doing fantastic. How are you doing?
Good. We're filming back-to-back apps. I want to let the people know that. I think it's okay. And the next episode we're filming is the Christmas special.
Yes.
So if you think we're having fun on this, you just wait.
Yeah.
Cam, what have you done today?
Dude, I edited a Percy Jackson video today for quite literally like 4 hours.
Yes.
It was ridiculous. It's my episode breakdown for episodes 1 and 2 of the show because they come out technically in 30 minutes, but it's a 2-episode premiere.
31 minutes.
As we film this, it's like 8:30.
Yeah.
So I sat down the other day and I filmed my breakdown of the episodes. And when I finished, I was like, I just filmed like about an hour and 15 minutes of raw footage, which is a lot of time. And by the time I had it all edited down, it's like a 50-minute YouTube video. I started editing it at like 11, started editing it nonstop seriously at like 1, and I didn't finish until like 4:35-ish.
Damn.
I'm exhausted.
Honestly, you know what that reminds me of? The era of early 2021 Marvel, when you and I would congregate at my house and we would stay up. We wouldn't even go to sleep. We would stay up until 3 a.m. to watch WandaVision.
Except for Falcon and Soldier, I went to sleep, woke up at 3 and stayed awake for the rest of the day.
And I went back to sleep after.
Yeah.
Because I just couldn't do it.
I think that's what I might have to do with Percy Jackson if they keep releasing it at 3.
Damn.
Because so they...
You're talking about like after you caught up?
Yes.
Okay, yeah.
The episodes... We've seen the first 4 episodes of the show. The episodes...
No spoilers, of course.
No, of course.
Well...
To my knowledge,
of the
episodes were dropping...
3 and 4.
To my knowledge, the episodes were dropping at 3 a.m. on Wednesdays. So the morning of 3 a.m. Wednesday. But... There's been confusion. There's been no real announcement of the times. Everyone's just kind of assuming 3 a.m. We weren't sure. And then today, everyone was being like weird and cryptic. And then Hulu had the episode listed for 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. But everyone was like, okay, what's going on? And then they just announced that they're going to drop the episodes tonight at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. But I don't know if they're going to do that with the rest of the show. Mm-hmm. It'd be stupid, I think, to do it at 3 a.m. It'd be really damn stupid, in my opinion. But if it does drop at 3 a.m., when we get to episode 5 and onward, episodes I haven't seen, episodes I haven't been able to film
5,
beforehand,
6, 7, 8.
I don't know what I'm going to do when it comes to filming my reaction, because I want to show my reaction to the episodes.
Yeah.
And, hey, sorry, I guess I'm a little vain. I can't do that with no makeup and my hair not done. Sorry. I'm not going to put a high-def camera this close to my face at 3 in the morning with my dark ass circles. It's just not happening.
Well, you want my honest to God truth as a fellow YouTuber? And I think it's going to be okay if you post it about 1 or 2 in the afternoon.
Oh, I know for sure.
So I would just do it.
It just takes
when
a while
it
to
works
edit.
best for you, because what I found is catering to that gotta be first mentality never works. And that's why I stopped doing watch parties.
So true.
It was draining, and it set me back an entire day.
Basically, every Wednesday
So
for the
stay away from that.
Every Wednesday for the next couple weeks is going to be finishing editing a episode breakdown, finish editing a reaction, post those, and once those are both posted, or while they're posting, also edit the breakdowns. No, edit the reactions for TikTok.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So
Key moments, you mean?
Yeah. Like
specifically
clipping like my good reactions, like reaction worthy
like when
moments.
Percy dies at the end of Ep 1.
No.
Damn. Sorry, I spoiled the whole thing.
No.
Yeah, my bad.
Someone did try to make that joke on Twitter today, though.
Serious?
They're like, fuck post about posting spoilers
Jesus.
for the entire show. Percy Jackson dies at the end of the series, which is not true. And I was like, you guys are so funny.
People are crazy. But no, Percy Jackson and the Olympians is out now as of you watching this.
Yes, the first 2 episodes are out. So make sure you go watch it, you guys.
And I have been inspired to reread the first book.
Look at that.
I actually read the first book in 3rd grade. Somewhere between 3rd and 4th. Mm-hmm. You don't believe me?
I do.
What was that face then?
Tell me one thing about the book.
There's a scene that wasn't in the movie that involves a horse in a trailer on a freeway. It was very weird, and I have a fond memory of vivid memory of reading. A zebra?
Close enough.
It's an animal, though, and it's in the back of a trailer on a highway. That is like the weirdest scene that I just have a memory of.
Yeah. Okay, I believe you now. That was good.
You serious?
That was a niche cut.
Yeah,
because you didn't. Saying. Yeah, I didn't mention that in any of my TikTok videos or anything, so I do believe you.
Thank you.
Good job. You passed the test. Okay.
And I did see the movie in theaters. And then I saw the second movie in theaters, unfortunately.
Damn, waste of money. Holy shit.
I saw it with 2 good friends of mine as well.
Oh.
At the old, used to be Carmike, remember?
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I went there. Full house. We went opening day. Full house. And then
it was ass.
I rewatched The Lightning Thief many times in my life, actually, that movie. I like it still. I don't care. I don't care. And I hope that people out there who are bigger Percy Jackson fans watching this can accept that I like that movie.
As long as...
Not as an adaptation, as a movie.
Yeah, that's fine.
It's something I watched when I was 10 and did not care if it was book accurate or not.
Walker says basically the same thing. It's a fun... You like it as a movie, but you don't like it as a Percy Jackson
it's
movie.
one of those childhood movies for me.
Yeah, that's fine.
Like it's like a national treasure.
That's fine.
You feel me?
Yeah.
And so now, years later, I watched the first 4 episodes of the show, and then I said, you know what? I'll finally give this book series a chance again.
I've been trying to get him to pick up the book for like over a year.
Yeah, I'm not a big reader. I'm trying my hardest to be. I think it keeps me more mentally tuned in.
Yeah.
And as someone who has to speak a lot in content creation, I think it's actually a way to sort of get a better...
Can I get a definition on that, please?
Content creation?
Oh, I heard consecration.
I'm sorry if I slurred my words, I'm sorry.
I heard consecration.
I'm preparing for a Christmas special, okay?
He's drinking eggnog, you guys.
Content creation.
There we go. There was no T.
Fighters.
I'm for sure when I edit this back, we're for sure running that back.
Creation.
I don't know what you did, but there was no T.
Sorry.
I literally heard consecration.
As someone who makes a lot of YouTube videos,
yes,
it's good to have an expansive vocabulary.
That's why I thought you said consecration. I was like, I don't know what that word is, but it's a big word. It sounds
probably in Hamilton. I don't know. Anyway, I've read 4 chapters over. I started it last week. And then I just didn't get to it.
4 chapters in a whole week, you guys.
So I read 2 chapters because I had about 40 minutes to kill. Mm-hmm. And then I came back last night and I've read some more. And so I'm slowly making my way through the book. I don't think there's a rush.
No.
To finish it?
Let's see. If you've read up to chapter 4.
I think I'll finish it before the end of the show.
What's chapter 4? My mom teaches me bull riding.
Yes. Because it ends with Sally, quote unquote, dying.
Yeah. So that's the end of episode 1, essentially. So you've read all the way up through episode 1?
Yeah.
It ends exactly like episode 1 ends.
So I'm glad to get back into it. My goal is to honestly read through the book series.
I'm so proud of you.
Yeah.
Chris is in his Camp Half-Blood shirt.
Yours, but thank you for lending it to me.
But he's borrowing it because I like my shirts big.
For those who are vaguely familiar even with the world of sports, tell me this doesn't look like the USC Trojans. Please tell me I mean, it looks exactly like it. You claim this is orange. It looks like a really weird, like, goldish yellow.
Percy Jackson, fun fact, they tested, like, over 20 different colors of orange.
Oh, okay.
For the screen, because they had to test it in daylight, at nighttime, in the dark, like, wet, dry. They had to test it in a whole bunch of different environments.
Okay.
So they tested, like, over 20 different colors of orange. They went to the giant t-shirt store, real place, and went to go find as many orange color shirts as they could, and they actually didn't have enough color variations for their liking. Mm-hmm. So they bought a bunch of white t-shirts and went and made a giant pot of orange like dye and changed
like fucking Willy Wonka or
and
something?
Changed the consistency and like made a bunch of different dyed shirts.
Damn.
Dude, I know so much about Percy Jackson and like the costume designer Tish Monahan. She told that story. Dude, I know the crew production designer, Dan Henna, also worked on Lord of the Rings.
Yeah.
So we're in good hands.
Yeah. Lotter.
Yeah.
Lord of the Rings.
Director of the first 2 episodes, James Bobbin. I just want to show off that I know names.
Oh, yeah?
This is like the most knowledgeable I think I've been on a show in a while.
It would be funny if we did movie trivia. I would smoke you, but if we did anything else, you would probably...
Absolutely.
You would kill me in it.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
That's what you should have done. You should have surprised me with Percy Jackson trivia.
Percy Jackson trivia. That would have been good.
Next week. That's my birthday. My birthday's next week.
Next time, baby. Yeah. We'll have an end of the year recap as well. Maybe we double upload the rest of the year.
I don't know about all that.
I will edit.
No, why can't we just combine next week's episode with my birthday and recap?
We will.
Like,
We'll be fine. I was just joking. No, but I'm reading through the book, and that's my third book of the year that I'm attempting to read. I'm not a reader.
No.
I'm not a reader.
I don't
I've
know
never
how many books I've
claimed
read
to
this
be
year.
a reader.
I've read quite a few.
Those books include Ralph Macchio's memoir, I guess you'd call it, the Oppenheimer screenplay, and then Percy Jackson and the Olympians' Lightning Thief.
I've read
My neck
a
just cracked.
whole bunch of books this year. I've read Benedict Bridgerton's book like maybe 15 times this year.
You're aware that is some sort of mental illness? I'm just saying.
What do you mean?
First of all,
I'm adapting it to a screenplay.
repeat that number for me. That wasn't a single digit number, correct?
15.
15. Any book, even the Bible, that's an illness. But now we're going and saying we read a Benedict Bridgerton novel 15 times in a calendar year.
Okay, maybe more like 8.
Yeah.
15 was exaggeration. I'd say realistically like 7 or 8 times.
Seek help.
It's a really easy book to read though.
Okay.
It's a comfort book. I love Benedict. Okay, I'm sorry.
It's fine.
I'm being deprived.
You are
It's
deprived
like
of
holding on to concrete with your bare
mentally.
teeth. For the fact that I don't have anything about Benedict Bridgerton anymore.
Okay.
Okay. I just need season 3 to come out. But we're not here to talk about Bridgerton.
What about your other hoes?
I'm looking for the
Specifically James
hose.
Buchanan. What about him? You haven't had him since 21. You haven't said shit.
You don't think I
You know why?
that?
I don't think you're a stan anymore.
You're so stupid.
You're not a stan anymore.
Nope. I'm so excited for What If because we get more Bucky Barnes. So
Okay.
kill yourself.
Okay. I will. I literally will.
So you're reading
Thank
Percy
you guys
Jackson.
for joining. No, I'm kidding.
So you're reading Percy Jackson.
Yeah, I am.
Are you gonna read it like fast enough to keep up with the show?
I don't know, bruh. Why do you...
Okay, let's talk about the
the
conversation.
way you asked me that was super chatty.
Let's talk about
Are
the
you gonna
conversation.
read it to keep up with the show, dude?
Let's talk about the conversation we had this morning.
Well, considering I've already watched 4 episodes, no.
Let's talk about the conversation we had this morning.
Remind me.
Hang
God
on.
bless you.
I just got a kernel in my throat.
Oh, okay. Did it pop?
No. So we have seen the first 4 episodes of the show, and there will not be any spoilers, so do not worry. Very generic talk. I think, and a lot of my Twitter mutuals agree,
Okay.
that there's a really, really, really high potential for the Percy Jackson show to be better than the books.
Blasphemy to some, huh?
I don't know if it's going to be blasphemy because we haven't had the general audience reaction to seeing the episodes yet. It's only been people that have gotten screeners and people that went to the early screenings at theaters. And so the reason that is because lots of scenes are like, not lots, but there's some scenes that are added that aren't in the book because there's the whole, the book is in Percy's first person perspective. And if Percy doesn't know about something or if Percy doesn't see something happen, we as the readers don't get to see it happen. But as an audience, we're not in Percy's first person perspective. We're an audience watching a show about a bunch of characters. So we can experience things that Percy's not experiencing. So that happens even in the first 2 episodes. We see Grover do some things that Percy doesn't know about. And also, there was an interview with the showrunners, and they were talking about how they have the added benefit that Rick did not have when he was writing the books. When Rick wrote The Lightning Thief 20 years ago, he didn't have all the other Percy Jackson books like planned out already. He didn't have stuff to pull from those books to add into The Lightning Thief, if that makes sense. But the showrunners, while making the show, while making season 1, they have all of these books that come after it where they can go and they can pull something from those books and go ahead and start talking about it in The Lightning Thief or like plant a seed for it. For example, Christopher, I'll tell you about this because you don't know about it yet because you haven't read, I think it's the 3rd book that it shows up in. You know the scene when...
That being Titan's Curse? Battle Labyrinth being the 4th? I might have missed one.
Yeah, Titan's Curse is the 3rd one.
Cool. I know.
It's either the second or third one where this happens, but this is in episode 2, so we can talk about episode 1 and 2. We see Grover go and talk to like that council. That's called the Council of Cloven Elders. That's what they're called.
I'll believe you.
It's basically
I don't know.
It's like a council of like really old satyrs that make decisions for all the satyrs.
I recall the scene.
And so that's not a thing that we learn about until like book 3 when Grover has to talk to them in that book. But the fact that that doesn't mean that they don't exist in The Lightning Thief. We just don't see it exist in The Lightning Thief. Yeah. So the fact that they add something like that, I think, is super cool.
I agree that I think from what I've read of the novel, reread I should say, there's something about the show
flows better.
That I think flows better. Even the littlest details. For example, very, very minor. And by the way, there are going to be slight spoilers for the show. First 2 episodes.
No, we're going to talk about the first 2 episodes.
Okay.
Pretty much. I'm going to air quote around spoilers because like the book's been out for so long. Like we all know what happens.
Yeah.
But we obviously are not going to talk about episodes 3 and 4 because they're not out yet.
Yeah, no shot.
This comes out after the episodes have dropped.
Yeah, so this is super minor, but I appreciate how they sort of modernized little details specifically in the show. Percy and his mother are going to Montauk, the cabin, and Sally is talking about, can we take the car? And he's like, yeah, but I want it back, blah, blah. And she's like, I'll get your favorite sandwiches from this place in times for tip-off of the Knicks game. I was reading the book, and in the book, she's like, I'll make you 7-layer dip with guac and all this stuff right now. That's the difference. It's like a tiny difference, but I'm just like, I feel like that Knicks thing, it's just more New York, and it's more modern, it feels just more realistic.
Yes, I agree 100%.
Little things like that I've noticed, and I've only read the 4 chapters compared to what I've seen, but little things, the flow of it, little details in the scenes, I just think
Do you also agree that in the show, when Percy arrives to camp, after he like wakes up and gets out of the infirmary, do you agree that in the show it flows way better than in the book, where he like wakes up and he goes into a room where Dionysus and Chiron and Annabeth are like all playing like Pinnacle?
Well, truth be told, I haven't got there in the book yet.
Really? Oh, you're right, you haven't.
But
My bad.
But I've read the book years ago, but I do think that the show just flows smoothly.
My friend Sophia
it's well paced and well written.
My friend Sophia just reread The Lightning Thief like yesterday, because I told her to do it, and she was like, "Yeah, I had."
You mean the one I know?
Yes.
Oh, cool.
The only Sophia I ever.
I was like, yeah.
She was like, "Yeah, I had to like go back and read that scene twice. It's just like very, sporadic and kind of. It just doesn't flow as well as it does in the show, and like in the book." Percy hops back and forth between being shown around Camp Half-Blood by Chiron, and then Annabeth is showing him around, and then he's talking to Luke, and then Annabeth is showing him around again, and then he goes back to Chiron, and it's like he's kind of hopping all over the place, whereas in the show, Chiron takes him to the cabins, and once he's in the cabins, Percy meets Luke, and Luke just shows him around Camp Half-Blood. Yeah. And it's just Luke the whole time. And it's just... flow is just way better. It's like, it just makes more sense.
Yeah, I mean, and wasn't Rick himself like on set or whatever, monitoring it sort of?
Yeah, he was in the writer's room and he was on set. He had a huge hand in everything.
Didn't have that with the movie, did he?
Absolutely the fuck not. He has like a chart on his website of like literally like what something the movie did, and in one column, and then the other column is why it's wrong or like what it actually is in the book, and like he made it. So
yeah. One thing that that irked me about the show that I have a more specific grievance with in a later episode that we'll talk about in a later episode of the podcast is the way that it sort of fades to black, cuts to black in the middle of the episode multiple times.
Yeah,
every
I've seen
episode.
People talk about
and
that.
I think the reason they're doing it is to vaguely signify the quote-unquote end of a chapter, but I don't like the stylistic choice. Because the reason I don't like it is because whenever it happens, it usually cuts off a scene, and then when it resumes, it's like, oh, time passed. What happened? It's a little jarring. That's my only real critique with the show so far, and it's minor, but it is worth noting.
I think I only noticed it the most in episode 4, just because episode 4 is the shortest episode.
Ep 3 and 4, it's worse than in Ep 1 and 2.
I didn't notice it all that bad in episode 3.
But yeah,
Yeah, it's like it cuts to black like when you watch an old Disney Channel show on Disney Plus and it cuts to a commercial break.
Yeah, like you're watching the classic Grinch, how there's like built-in commercial moments. You're like, oh, I know why, because they're commercial. But there's no commercials. This is going straight to streaming.
Yeah.
Cue the ad, I guess, but I don't know. It's weird.
Guess, yeah.
Weird.
It's interesting for sure.
Yeah, the casting, though, is perfect.
The casting is fantastic. Who's your favorite so far?
Percy.
Percy.
Yeah, and I feel like that's a basic answer, but it's like saying Harry's your favorite Harry Potter character.
Harry is my favorite Harry Potter character.
No, but listen, you're kind of safe in saying that because they're the titular character for a reason. Yeah, for a reason. It's about them, so them being the best makes a lot of sense.
Yeah. I love Virginia Cole as Sally Jackson.
She's outstanding so far, yeah.
She's fantastic.
Like, I even like, too, how in the show they included, I think in episode 1 or 2, for sure, actually, sort of dream sequences.
With Kronos.
Yeah, and as someone who hasn't read the book in years, I was like, I do think that's Kronos, because I know that he's sort of the overarching villain of the series, right? I was like, I like how they're hinting at what's to come. It reminded me of... It's like a better done version of an Age of Ultron when they don't have like Wanda do that stuff to their minds.
In the movie.
Yeah, they don't. And so it's kind of like, it literally reminded me of an Age of Ultron. You know how Wanda puts the spell on it and Thor sees Ragnarok and Cap has that vision. Like, it reminded me of that, but times 1,000, like actually done well.
Yeah, it's like actually done well because the series is completed.
Yeah.
No, yeah. The Kronos dreams are fantastic. And then like in episode 2 when when Percy wakes up from his Kronos dream, and he's in cabin 11, and Luke's like, "You okay?" And Percy's like, "Yeah." And Luke's like, "Oh man, don't worry, we all have nightmares like that." When Luke is literally at that time behind the scenes in cahoots with Kronos and like Ares. What a good small moment that people who like don't really know anything about the series wouldn't pick up on that line. They would just think, "Oh, Luke's so nice, comforting Percy."
Yeah, you bring up a good point. Movie versus book. I would love to do at some point. If you have all your content, go check out Cam's channel for way in depth stuff about Percy Jackson. I wanted to play a little game unless you wanted to keep talking about 1 and 2 for a sec.
Go ahead.
So this or that, Percy Jackson casting, movie versus book.
Oh, okay.
Excuse me, movie versus show.
Okay.
Let me do this again in case you decide to clip it.
Okay.
This or that.
Okay.
Here we go. Final take. This or that, Percy Jackson movie versus Percy Jackson show casting.
Okay.
Percy. Logan Lerman or Walker Scobell?
Walker Scobell.
With ease?
1,000,000,000,000%. No offense, Logan Lerman.
I think Logan was fantastic.
Yeah, but he's just
I think
wrong.
Percy embodies the character a little more from what I interpret.
You think Walker embodies the character? See? They're the same person. The thing
That's
is...
what I meant, right? No, yeah.
The thing is,
Walker.
Okay, Logan Lerman at the time of the movie was great casting for... What's the final book called?
For the version of the film they were going for?
The Last Olympian.
The Last Olympian? Yeah.
Logan Lerman was perfect casting for 16-year-old Percy, Last Olympian, whatever. Because he's old.
Yeah.
But he's got the look, he's got the brown hair, he's got the blue eyes that Percy's described as in the book. Walker, he's blonde, right? But that's literally the only thing that Walker doesn't have. That's air quote Percy. And I don't care. I'm a blonde Percy truther. I think it makes more sense for him to have blonde hair. His dad is Poseidon, god of the seas. He's going to be at the beach. He's going to have blonde hair. Duh. I'm a blonde Percy truther.
Okay. I was last week, I think, quoted saying I prefer the darker hair.
Yeah.
I don't really care anymore.
I just think it makes more sense.
I kind of just wanted to pick that because I knew you were like, I have my mind made up. I was like, oh, you're going to pick Walker Scobell's blonde hair then. I don't care.
I think Walker is way more sarcastic than Logan Lerman. If you look at them like in their real life interviews.
Okay, yeah.
Who embodies like the character of Percy more in their everyday life? 100% Walker. Yeah. Think of him doing like the Deadpool monologue. He's literally Percy.
Deadpool.
He's literally Percy. Logan Lerman is a very sweet boy.
Yeah.
He's not very sarcastic. He's not. So.
How about obviously we'll do the trio by the end of this, but I want to do another one. Ready? I have thoughts. Chiron book, Chiron show, Chiron movie. Chiron, sorry.
Yeah, I know. I used to say Chiron too, and then in the show, I think it
really
might
weird emphasis on.
I think it might be in my reaction when they say Chiron for the first time. I'm like,
Chiron.
Whoa, heavy.
Ladies and gentlemen, Chiron.
Heavy emphasis on the O apparently.
Yeah.
So
weird.
Chiron.
I honestly.
Chiron in the show versus Chiron in the movie. Who do you pick?
I can't. I have to pick Pierce Brosnan here. They're both so good though.
Yeah, I know.
But I have to lean Pierce Brosnan. My God, because that man is so charming.
I think I'm going to go, just, to play devil's advocate, I'll go Glenn Turman. I do think Glenn is a little old for what I picture Chiron in my head.
Yeah.
When I read it, I picture him maybe like 10, 15 years younger than what Glenn Turman actually is. But when I hear him talk as Chiron, he just sounds so wise. He sounds like one of those professors you would have that you just know is like one of the smartest motherfuckers you've ever met.
Yeah.
And you just want to go to a bar and have a beer with them.
Yeah.
And talk to them about their life and what they've witnessed in, like, I don't know, the war. Because they just are so wise.
Back in my
That's
day.
what I get from Glenn Turman as Chiron.
Fair. How about, let's get into the big three even more. How about Grover movie, Grover show?
Grover show, 1,000,000%. Aryan, 1,000%.
I agree. Grover show. And the reason is because, I don't know, it's weird looking back at the movie.
He's just so
First of all,
charming.
No, the thing is, in the movie, the guy who plays Grover, Brendan T. Jackson, is in the movie Tropic Thunder, and he plays this wildly comedic character who's like over the top. And so I only think of Tropic Thunder now whenever I think of him, and I'm like, also he looks like he's 25 or 30.
Well, yeah.
When you go back and watch it,
The thing about the movie that's so weird is
Yeah.
not only did they age them up, but like they tried to age them up, like sexual wise. Like Grover in the movie goes off to flirt with all of Aphrodite's cabin. Yeah. He's like, "Hey ladies, what's up? Wait for me."
Oh yeah,
he's like heavily
Thank you for
flirting
reminding
with
me of
them.
that. It was strange.
It's weird.
And the scene
So
in the
weird.
scene in the Lotus Casino where he's like dancing with all the girls, that was weird.
So weird.
Yeah, very strange. How about this? Luke movie, Luke show.
Stop. Because I do quite like the Luke in the movie.
Can I say something?
Yeah.
If you see my dad on the highway to hell, be sure to kick his ass for me.
But Luke show. Like, from what I've seen so far, Charlie as Luke is... It's hard to say because we haven't seen Charlie as Luke.
Hell yeah, brother.
Can you shh? It's hard to say because we haven't seen Charlie as Luke when he switches up at the end of the season. So this one's a little bit more difficult to answer.
Yeah.
All we do know is that Luke's betrayal is going to be book accurate in the show, and it's not book accurate in the movie.
Yeah,
So,
fair.
but I think he's doing a really good job at masking the fact that he's evil.
Well, another thing you kind of reminded me of just then is the capture the flag games are portrayed entirely differently in the show versus the movie.
Yes.
Like in the movie,
Annabeth
correct me if I'm wrong, Annabeth and Luke are on the opposing team of Percy?
I think no.
Or at least
Luke is on the same team as Percy, but
Okay.
Annabeth's on the opposing team because Annabeth in the movie is Annabeth and also Clarice at the same time for some stupid fucking reason.
Yeah, weird.
She's on the opposite team and she beats Percy up.
Yeah.
Just not Annabeth at all.
Yeah. Strange.
Yeah.
But no, yeah, this stemmed from our conversation about Grover. I think we both agree the show version is stronger.
Yes.
And then
we
it
did
stems
Luke.
from Luke, and I didn't give an answer, but
What's your answer?
my answer is my answer is I don't know.
I know you want to say movie.
My answer is the movie.
That might change by the end of the show, I think.
My answer is the movie. It probably could. I was really thrown off by the voice of
the
Luke
show?
in the show for a bit.
Charlie?
Yeah, no shot at him. Sorry.
He sounds
No. It
similar.
reminded me of
sounds a little bit like a Chad.
yeah.
Only,
Keeping it PG.
Only at
It
first.
reminded me of people from high school.
Only at first, in like the beginning of the second episode, but after like his first couple lines, he warmed up.
He's not bad.
100%.
Yeah, he is like like so much taller than everyone. It's funny to me.
Well, he's
supposed
he's
to be.
17.
Yeah, I know. It's
Percy's
funny, though.
12.
No, yeah, it's funny.
Percy is 3 apples tall.
Yeah, but I don't know. Something about the villainous nature, and I don't again have the villainous turn in the show to compare to the movie yet.
Yeah.
But having seen that in the movie, I think he does play a really good villain.
Yeah. The thing is that
I also
in
just
the
don't want to
movie-
pick the same every time.
I know. In the movie, it just Luke is sort of playing a villain the whole time. Like even though
Yeah.
he's nice, like you can tell as the
Yeah.
audience member that like this guy is
For sure.
sus as
Yeah.
fuck. But in the show, you have zero idea.
Yeah.
If you're somebody who has never like perceived any Percy Jackson content ever, you've never read the book, you've never heard anything about it, you've never seen the movie, and you're watching the show, you probably have no fucking idea what the hell is up with Luke.
Yeah.
Zero idea. There's been zero clue, zero inclination to the fact that Luke is the one that switches up in the end. Right now, as the audience, you're being led to believe that the prophecy that Percy has of you'll be betrayed by the one you call friend is going to be Annabeth or Grover.
Yeah.
That's what the audience
Yeah.
knows right now. And they're none the wiser.
Yeah. All right, how about this? This is an easy one. Ready? A gimme. Sally Jackson movie versus Sally Jackson show.
Sally Jackson show.
Comfortably.
By a long shot.
Yeah.
She's perfect.
Virginia Cole, right?
Yes.
Outstanding. One of, if not the best
I love that
actor
woman.
on the show so far.
She's not bad looking either.
Oh, yeah.
I get told I look like her anytime I post any video, and I take zero offense to it. I think she's very pretty. Every time I post any Percy Jackson video, you look like a young Sally Jackson every single time. And you know what? I'm free. Disney Plus. If you need a young Sally Jackson for a flashback, I'm available at all times. I swear. I'm serious. And
I kind of see it in a weird way now that I'm watching it. I'm like, huh.
I see it too.
It's weird.
After watching her performance, I take it as even more of a compliment because she's so good as Sally Jackson.
She does.
And it's funny because Percy is literally my son, so it makes sense.
Don't call me son.
Percy is literally my child.
Yeah, that was an easy one. She's
Easy.
fine. I do want to pay respect to the actress in the movie because she's in a lot of other good stuff, but it's got to be the show by far.
Far and wide better.
Do you want to pick one? I've been avoiding the elephant in the room. If you want to do that.
I'll do that. Okay, I'll do it. Annabeth in the movie or Annabeth in the show?
You go first.
Annabeth in the show.
Okay, yeah.
Easily.
Yeah.
Easily.
I don't really care.
For
I
starters,
think they're both very good though. But
yeah, they're fine.
But I also want to say I'm not a huge book reader, so I don't really know Annabeth as well.
That's fine. For starters, here's all you need to know. In the show, Annabeth is just Annabeth. That's like the number one thing she's got going for her. In the movie, Annabeth is Annabeth and Clarice for some stupid reason. And the movie just does it so weird. They try to make Annabeth and Percy have like romance already because in the movie they're like 16, 17, so like it's fine. It's not weird. But in the book, they don't really have romance, especially not in The Lightning Thief because they're 12. Hey, they don't even know what it's like to like somebody their age. They're 12 years old.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So Alexandra Daddario wasn't necessarily bad. It's just, it wasn't her, it was the writing. And then they tried to make her blonde in the second movie, and it was just like, hey.
That was weird.
It's weird.
I do like the chemistry between Daddario and Logan Lerman, but that's more of a credit to them as actors.
Yeah,
as
their
opposed
writing
to
was
the
not...
actual characters. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I agree, the show version.
100%.
She has better chemistry with Percy.
You say you don't know Annabeth all that well? Guess what? You're dating her. Sarcastic and really, really smart. Okay. And just daughter of Athena. Daughter of Athena moment.
You are a daughter of Athena, right?
Yeah.
What am I?
You're a son of Poseidon.
Is that Cap?
No, you took a quiz.
But I took one and it was Aphrodite once.
Yeah, but son of Poseidon makes so much sense for you.
There was conflicting information.
As long as I've known you, you have been so obsessed with water. Animated in real life, you're obsessed with water. So for you to get son of Poseidon makes sense. And you know you're obsessed with water.
I like to drink it and I like to swim in it.
And you like to look at it.
Yeah, it's pretty.
Like you like watching Moana because the water is so pretty.
Yeah.
So it makes sense.
I also
can really easily
have an obsession with water rides.
Exactly.
And a fear of them. It's like it's a weird relationship.
Maybe you're scared of the power you could possess if you tried in the water ride. They go on a water ride in the show, you know.
I know. I could cry right now thinking about my love for water rides.
See? It makes sense. It makes sense for you to be son of Poseidon. Yeah. It also makes sense for you to be a son of Aphrodite, but I don't really think...
Love water rides.
Aphrodite doesn't really have that many sons. But
also afraid of them. I have dreams about them. They recur.
We don't have to get into that right now.
Okay. No, yeah.
So, yeah.
Should we do... Yeah, yeah.
Do you want to do...
I want to do a speed round.
Of what?
Actors versus actors.
Go ahead.
Clarice. Clearly the show.
Clearly the show. At least she's in the first season.
So light 'em up, up, up. That's the song they play in the movie, right? This shitty
second
Sea of Monsters.
I don't know. I've seen that movie once in my life.
And she's the annoying girl. I think, and she's good in the show, but not in the movie.
Yeah, she's fantastic in the show.
Yeah, Dior Goodjohn, right?
Yes.
Shout out her.
Yeah, she's commented on our Instagram post the other day.
Oh, dope. That's cool.
Yeah.
Gabe Ugliano. Is that his name?
Yeah. I don't even remember Gabe in the movie. I'm gonna be honest with you.
The show. He's fully bald in the movie. There's a post-credit scene where he gets stoned by Medusa. Does that happen in the book?
Yes, but Sally does it. Yeah, Percy gives her spoilers for the end of the book. Percy gives Sally Medusa's head that's in the box that he shipped off to Mount Olympus, and she uses it on Gabe.
That's funny shit.
Thank God.
How about
good riddance? Do the gods.
How about Dionysus? Is he even in the movies, Cam? Is he in the second movie?
He is.
I've seen that shitty movie once.
So obviously the answer is the show.
Yeah, Jason Mantzoukas. Is that his name?
Mantzoukas.
Mantzoukas. Yeah, him.
Mantzoukas.
For sure. I'm trying to think of other characters we haven't got
Zeus?
into yet. How about
Zeus in the movie?
we haven't seen Zeus in the show yet.
Oh shit, you're right. So we can't
Like
do
even
that.
through 4. Sorry, I don't know if I can say that or not. I don't give a fuck.
I think that's obvious.
We haven't seen him through 4, so can't say that.
Damn,
but
okay.
going to be hard to top Sean Bean. However, rest in peace, Lance Reddick. He is a legend. Our John Wick
so
King.
sad.
It's gonna be hard to say.
Trying to think what other characters are there.
How about Nancy Boba?
She's not in the movie.
Yeah,
Nancy Boba Fett.
yeah, that's it. Nancy Boba Fett.
Pretty much. Boba Fett.
Boba. I love when Han says this in. He says it in Return of the Jedi. He goes, Boba Fett.
We did. I think we did
Return of the Jedi, by the way.
most everybody.
We didn't do everybody. Dodds. She's a little creepier in the movie. That actress's face, my God, it sends chills. And when she comes in the movie,
Yeah, but-
when she enters in the movie, it's one of the biggest jump scares of my childhood.
But in an episode that we can't talk about, though, she's very intimidating in the show.
I just got an email about PJO.
About what?
It just says, surprise,
Oh, the episodes are out now?
Percy Jackson drops one day early. Now streaming on Disney Plus and Hulu.
I didn't get an email.
Episode 1 was slated to debut simultaneously on Hulu, also dropped today. Subsequent episodes will roll out weekly on Tuesdays at 9. Did you know that? It says subsequent episodes will roll out weekly Tuesdays at 9 p.m. This is from the people who do screenings for me. So we just broke news, I think. That means that you're getting the day after Christmas, you're getting an episode on the 26th. So not your birthday.
Still, oh, man. Wait. It says on Wednesdays or on Tuesdays?
Subsequent Tuesdays. So it's going to
God
be a
damn,
Tuesday
so
night
it doesn't
show.
come out on my birthday. In the video I pre-filmed, I talked about how it comes out on my birthday.
That's fine.
I literally, in my video,
They
I'm
lied
like,
to us. They're bastards.
I'm like, today's my birthday, so everyone wish me happy birthday.
But it is kind of fucking stupid from Disney Plus, love them, by the way, to say that, like, oh, we're going to not announce a time. Just drop it in the trailer when
Can
you're...
I say your skin looks really good right now?
Sure.
It does. I just did like a double take.
I'll
like,
take it, baby.
It looks good.
Thank you.
It's the best I've
I
seen your
haven't
skin
been
in a
using
while.
the blue stuff.
Are you even at my house?
I have, but I haven't used it
I think
in
it's
a few
because you've been
nights.
washing your face in mornings and nights now.
I haven't even done it at nights much. Maybe I'm just glowing because of you.
Maybe it's the eggnog.
Your presence.
Maybe it's the eggnog.
Yeah, like, I don't want to encourage this, but I'm inebriated.
Is there anything from your memory, from your knowledge that you're looking forward to in the second half of the show that we haven't seen yet?
Oh my God, Lotus Casino.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. I think I'm going to talk about this.
Poker face. She's got to love nobody.
I'm going to talk about this because this technically is something that's already out there on the internet in an interview. I think it was Liam's comic book interview with the cast. They're doing
Is
Heads
that
Up.
Liam T. Crowley?
Yes, they were doing he was doing Heads Up with the cast, and he was holding up a sign that said Hermes, and the trio was trying to give him clues for Hermes, and
Yeah.
Leah was like, "Oh, he's always in the casino and he's keeping people there." And Walker was like, "I don't think we can talk about that yet." And
Christ.
Leah was like, "Oh," and
I revealed spoilers on my...
I haven't
No,
seen
yeah.
anybody talk about that, but because I've been so curious as to why Hermes is in the casino, right? Because we don't know.
Yeah.
We know he is because we've seen photos of it.
Yeah.
And her saying he's always keeping people there.
Maybe he has his own network of a mailing system.
If we find out that Hermes, all of the gods are already extremely deadbeat parents. They all
Yeah.
suck
Yeah.
already. But if we find out that Hermes is such a shitty dad because he's busy keeping people trapped in the Lotus Casino Hotel, he's top of the leaderboard for deadbeat fathers.
Mm-hmm.
But so you're looking forward to Lotus Casino the most?
Yes. I might sneeze momentarily, but continue.
Okay.
I am.
Oh, God bless. God bless. Any more?
No, I think I'm good.
You know what I'm looking forward to the most?
What?
Rick has confirmed that we're getting a flashback of Sally and Poseidon.
Oh, shit.
Very important to me personally.
Sorry to cut in. Is the mic too far from my
I
face?
knew you were going to ask that when you moved it back to you. You're good.
Is it too close now?
No, you're fine.
Because I don't want to get in trouble for
I don't think you understand that last week you were like this close to it.
Okay. My apologies.
Yeah. Sally and Poseidon flashback, huge deal. Absolutely ginormous deal.
Not seen in the films, correct?
No. They don't really even interact.
First 2 episodes now streaming, just got the Disney Plus notification.
Oh my God, we got to wrap this up so I can go watch it. What has been, out of the 4 episodes we've seen, and obviously no spoilers, what's been your favorite episode of the 4?
Probably up 2 or I don't know. I'm just a sucker for Camp Half-Blood stuff.
I agree. I do love Camp Half-Blood, and I can't wait to go back
I love the way
to
up 2 ended. Set up the show well.
I can't wait. No, let me rephrase that. My favorite episode, what so far out of the 4, has been episode 3. I can't stop thinking about it.
Okay. You can't say why, obviously, but I do know why.
I don't know if you do know why. Are you talking about the end of the episode? Yes.
I know you well.
That's not a spoiler, though. The title of the episode is evident as to the fact that Medusa's in the episode.
People don't know the title of the episode.
Yes, they do.
Okay.
Yes, they do. We've known for weeks.
You're right. I'm not a PJO guy, I guess.
Nope. You're not.
Drop the O, just PJs.
Yep. Private jets.
More like pajamas.
How
How about this? Then we'll end it. Do you think Percy Jackson and the Olympians is the best Disney Plus show so far?
Yes.
Fuck. I don't.
You think it's Andor? I haven't seen Andor.
I think there's 3 shows that are better than Percy Jackson.
Whoa. Tell me what they are and I'll tell you why you're wrong. Go.
Andor?
I haven't seen that one, so I'll give that one to you. That's fine. That's the only one I'll accept.
Loki?
Wrong.
And The Mandalorian?
Wrong.
Arguably
Wrong.
some of the Marvel shows.
Wrong. People are going to try and be like you are right now and say that it's not one of the best Disney Plus shows because it's spearheaded by children. And they're going to try and be like, it's a children's show, so it doesn't count or something like that. But
You know what's crazy?
I highly disagree.
Percy Jackson would probably be 4th.
That's fine. It's number 1 for me.
No, like I actually despise that what I just said could even be twisted into that I don't like the show.
Never said that you were doing that.
Well, you were like, people are going to try and be like you.
No,
and I'm
okay, not in the way where you're like, you're a normal person and you're fine, so you're different.
Okay.
I'm talking about people are going to be like, they're going to try and put down Percy Jackson and be like, it's not a good show. It's got kids in it. It's like a kid's show.
People will, I don't know if people will, but
I know people will.
Here's the thing. I haven't seen all of season 1 yet. Once I have, it could hop some of the things. Andor season 1's perfect. Loki season 1 and 2 are perfection.
I think visually,
and The Mandalorian's fantastic.
I think visually, Percy Jackson is stunning. I think so far.
I concur.
So far in the first 4 episodes, characters and actors in Percy Jackson have given me more of an emotional performance than characters in those other shows. Once again, I haven't seen Andor, so that doesn't count. I'm talking about Loki and Mandalorian. Here are the order of the Disney Plus episodes. Number 1. Here are the order of the Disney Plus TV shows. Number 1, Percy Jackson. Number 2, The Falcon and the Winter Soldier. And everything else.
I might just wait here a while. Let time pass.
That's fine. I'm not saying Loki's bad. Loki's probably right after.
It's fine. I think you're wrong, but you think I'm wrong, so we're good.
I know I'm right.
Percy Jackson's amazing so far. I can't sit here and say it's the best Disney Plus show, though.
You don't have to. I'll do it for you.
Cute. It's really good. I really am enjoying what they've provided. I cannot sit here and say it's better than Andor, Mando, or Loki yet.
Okay.
You have it over the Falcon and Winter Soldier.
Yeah.
Okay.
What were all the Rotten Tomato scores for those shows when they came out?
Let me check.
Hold on. Did it debut at a 95 and go up to a 97?
Oh, I just got a notification saying no one gives a fuck about Rotten Tomatoes. It's irrelevant as shit.
Hey, but what were the scores?
I don't know, nor do I care.
Just saying.
Yeah.
And when Percy Jackson breaks...
Shout out to Cam for contributing to the people who only value Rotten Tomato scores.
I never said that.
She's become the very thing we swore to destroy.
Cue to the clip. There's literally a clip of us talking about
valuing those remotely is a fool's
There is literally
errand.
a clip of us talking about Rotten Tomatoes in a different episode where you're like, I think we have to value Rotten Tomato scores to a certain extent, obviously, because you have to have some sort of...
Correct. Yes.
Okay, so that's exactly what I'm doing. I'm not saying it's the end all be all, but it's exactly... I'm acknowledging it. Am I not?
You are, but you're using it to your point of how high it is, comparing it to what, an 80 or 90 for some of these other shows. I mean, like, what are we doing at that
It's
point?
higher.
Yeah, it's just childish, is what I'm saying. I really do enjoy Percy Jackson, but I think that's childish to say.
All I'm gonna say is I know that the record for like most viewed first episode of Disney Plus show is getting broken tonight. 100%.
We shall see.
Yeah.
Maybe not. They lied to people about when it came out.
Doesn't matter.
They pulled a Kenobi.
Does not matter.
Or I guess that show's called Obi-Wan, huh?
That show came out at like 3 a.m, though, didn't it?
It was supposed to, but they
It
dropped
came out
it.
at noon or midnight.
They dropped it early because it premiered at Star Wars Celebration, I want to say, or something.
That's so weird.
Look, all in all, Percy Jackson's a really good show so far. Let us
Yeah.
know what you think down below.
Yes.
And check out all of her stuff, because she's talking about it a lot. And I commend her for that.
Yeah. If you want a fucking video essay, that'll be up later today. Or technically later today.
Yep.
Because it's Wednesday today.
Yep. Wrap this thing up, baby. We got a Christmas special to film.
But yeah, that does it for this episode of the podcast. Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure if you're watching this on YouTube, make sure you like this video. Make sure you subscribe to us. Make sure you give us a 5-star review on Spotify. Make sure you follow us on Instagram and TikTok at The Unusual Couple Podcast.
And most importantly, make sure that you stay tuned for our Christmas special episode coming
Later
in
this
a
week.
matter of days.
Yes, Chris is in the busiest week of my life making me double upload a podcast.
Yep. Even though I offered to edit it, but she's
I know,
become the
I'm just
control
messing
freak.
with you. I edit it better.
Okay.
It's the truth. Yeah, stay tuned for a Christmas episode coming to you soon. I think I hit all of it already.
Yeah, I think we lost our viewers when we start rambling, and they don't care. We love you guys. Thank you for watching until we start doing our spiel. And what? When's the last time you listened to a podcast to the very end?
We're blocking him out, okay? Love you guys. That's the end of this episode. And until next time.
I joke about that.
Until next time, stay unusual.
Please do.
Bye.